with the manager on the director, so with the opposite concept. This is why the talks between Nagelsmann and Tottenham were not that hot in the last few days and were not advancing in the last few weeks. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. And today, guys, we touch on stories about Julian Nagelsmann back in the race for Tottenham job. We also touch on stories regarding Vlahovic and the bid for 80 million euros. And guys, Frenkie de Jong, Man United again in the rumors after an interview of Frenkie. What really happened? Let's jump into it together. And guys, I wanted to start with Tottenham job because it's important to say that in the last 24 hours we heard new rumors coming from England of Julian Nagelsmann back in talks with Tottenham to get the job. Guys, from what I understand, there are no fresh conversations between Tottenham and Julian Nagelsmann, so at the moment nothing concrete or nothing advanced. To tell you the truth, Julian Nagelsmann was open to speak to Tottenham regarding the job. It was until 1 week ago, 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, so Nagelsmann was open to that. But then what happened is that he wanted a director of football to be together with him on the daily job, to support his ideas on players and also on the day-by-day job at Tottenham. And this is why then at the end the talks were stopped. So Tottenham decided not to proceed with that because they decided to go with different kind of idea, to appoint a new director and then to decide on the manager, not to decide with the manager on the director, so with the opposite concept. This is why the talks between Nagelsmann and Tottenham were not that hot in the last few days and were not advancing in the last few weeks in general. What we can say today is that the situation at the moment has not changed. So for Nagelsmann, the only case to reopen talks with Tottenham or to negotiate with Tottenham is with a director who will support his ideas. Otherwise, nothing will happen. And this is still the case. Let me mention again that Arne Slot is a serious candidate for Tottenham job. There are contacts ongoing internally to decide on the manager, but the first step will be new director and then new manager, with Arne Slot for sure into the race. Luis Enrique also appreciated. Postecoglou and Amorim have been discussed, but now Arne Slot is the front runner. Luis Enrique, Amorim and Postecoglou remain named in the list. We will see what's going to happen there. Important, guys, also to clarify something about Vlahovic. We heard rumors in the last hours of a bid from Chelsea, 80 million euros for Vlahovic. Guys, what I can say today is that from what I understand, Chelsea have not sent any bid to Juventus. This is denied on both Chelsea and Juventus side. So there is no bid from Chelsea at this stage. Vlahovic is one of many strikers Chelsea are following because we know they will go for a new number 9, and so they will have a new striker in the summer. They know Vlahovic very well. He's one of many strikers they appreciate, but they have not sent any official bid or any open talks by sending a verbal proposal. At the moment, nothing is advanced between Chelsea and Juventus for Vlahovic. It's just one of many names they have in the list, but no decision has been made on Vlahovic and no bid yet. Also important to say that would make no sense to send the bid now because at Juventus it's still not clear who's going to be the director. Of course, Cristiano Giuntoli is the big favorite. He has an agreement with Juventus, so Giuntoli, who is the man who built the Napoli project as director, has now an agreement to join Juventus, but he's still waiting on Napoli to give the green light, Napoli president De Laurentiis, and to let him go to Juventus. So in that moment he will become the new director, and it will be more clear the future of Vlahovic and many other players. So for Vlahovic, no bid at this stage from Chelsea. Also, guys, I wanted to touch on Frenkie de Jong because in an interview to Dutch media, he said, Manchester United last summer negotiated with Barcelona despite my idea to stay at Barca. And he said the truth because, guys, I told you multiple times here that Frenkie de Jong was not rejecting Manchester United 1 year ago. He simply wanted to stay at Barcelona. So it was a no to many other clubs, not just to Manchester United. Frenkie didn't want to leave. He loves Barcelona as a city, as a club. He has a special relationship with Xavi. Busquets has now left the club, and so the idea of Xavi is absolutely to continue with Frenkie de Jong as a crucial player. We know that 1 year ago Laporta and the club were open to discuss with Manchester United because they needed important money, and Man United were prepared to offer big money for Frenkie de Jong. They actually offered big money for Frenkie, but the player didn't want to negotiate. So this summer he still wants to stay at Barcelona. Frenkie's idea is to stay at Barcelona. Let's see how the financial situation will be at Barca, but the idea is to continue together. On Man United side, Erik ten Hag remains a big fan, probably the biggest fan of Frenkie de Jong, but he also knows that at the moment the player wants to stay at Barca, and the only way to change this story is for Barca to force the situation. But Xavi wants Frenkie de Jong to stay at the club. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on Frenkie de Jong. Where do you see his future with a player who wants to stay at Barcelona? Also on Tottenham manager situation and Dusan Vlahovic. Good fit for Chelsea or not? I wait for your comments. Here as always, remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon with Fabrizio.